Achoo! There we go. I fixed the thing. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome, one and all. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to episode 1 of Hellbreakers, our Pathfinder 2nd Edition adventure featuring these wonderful and amazing Patreons who support the channel, keep the lights on, and allow us to do all these cool, crazy, and amazing things. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
No.
Hello, everyone.
It is good to see you all here, and I am excited as heck for this game. This is a game that I had the pleasure of actually getting to play as a player for a little while, and now I get to share my experience and my, what is now my adaptation of this adventure with you guys. And I'm not excited as hell. I see what you did there, IT, you cheeky bastard. Yes, no, I'm very, very excited, and this is gonna be great. The OC. Oh, freaking! Hold on, wait 1 second. Yes, and you are aware that you are capable of mentioning this. Like you're just like you could be like, oh, we could just interrupt. Dag, there. Is that better? Have I fixed your delicate sensibilities? Huh?
No.
No? Okay, fair. Hi, Neil.
Hi.
You sent me a thing.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yep, 8 o'clock. 15 minutes ago.
No?
That's what it says here. It's time-stamped.
Oh, it does say 7. Never mind.
What are you telling me? Sure.
Never mind.
Thank you for finally giving that to me. I appreciate it. But anyway, I digress. We're here to play some Hellbreakers. Hellbreakers is a very interesting 2-part adventure, which should take our heroes from level 1 to level 20. Though there is a partway midpoint where a few months will pass between the first adventure, which is Hellbreakers, and the second adventure, which is Hell's Destiny. There will be a chance to change up characters and do stuff pretty much throughout the game. I mean, not just at the end, but, generally that's how I play. But we might see characters go from level 1 to level 20 with this campaign, so we shall see. But before we hit that and we go into all the stuff, let's take a moment to thank all the people who helped us get here. We have, of course, a number of different people who support the channel and allow us to pretty much appear as pretty and as fun as we do. We have Hero Forge for the wonderful art you can see here of our new characters. More on them in a moment. I haven't changed their names because we're going to do that as we go. But then we have, of course, Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice behind me, and Sirenscape for the beautiful sound effects that'll be going into today. So there you go. But of course, this game would not be here without the gracious and lovely contributions made by my Patreons who are getting ready to embark on this game. So to tell you about themselves and at least just a cursory introduction of their character, so just, like ancestry and class, that kind of thing, I'm going to let them introduce themselves, starting with our dear and amazing friend, Cookie Mon Steve. Hi, Cookie.
Why, hello. So, as pointed out, I'm Steve. I'm playing today Verk. Verk is a goblin exemplar. Now, do I remember exactly what an exemplar does? Not completely, but he's a goblin, so it doesn't really matter. He has a few things that we'll find out. And somehow he miraculously ended up in this here town and survived a battle.
All right, spectacular. Next up, we have Rykon.
Hello. I am Rykon. I am playing a Tanuki Magus named Shiro. He originally was, somehow getting here after fighting in the war, but was a raider originally. And after not entirely meaning to save people, but had, because it was his
Can I say, Raikon, I miss your character intros. Yeah, I'm here for reasons. I wanted a thing and I did the thing and then that stuff happened. Good job.
Precise.
I think what you mean to say is that your character is a raider and a marauder who happen to be in the vicinity of the battlefield, accidentally saving themselves while defending themselves against a variety of Hell Knights, and now is kind of swept up with very little understanding of what's going on around them, other than people are treating him like a hero for some reason. Is that about right?
Yeah.
Good job. Nice. Look, it's a lot. It's a little complex. I mean, I'll give you that. So, yeah, fair.
Somehow I'm stumbling over my words as well.
That's fine. It happens. But it is good to have you back with us as well. Next, we have, of course, Avarian, a.k.a. John. G'day, mate.
G'day. I am playing Nigel Devorn. He is a cleric following a typically druidic god who specializes in herbalism and the things that grow in the wild. He finds himself here after hearing about the attacks of the Hell Knights. He came over to help prevent them from getting to his village. We'll see how that worked out for him.
All right, and then following which we have Skully.
Yes, playing Rissel, the halfling bard, who's here to, well, let's just say, make a name and use the various places here that we're going to hopefully make safe.
Nice. All right, and of course, you know him and you love him. We have Neil from Immersion Diversion.
Hello. I'm playing Renwin Copperfizz, and he's a halfling. Did you want me to say his true overall class, or did you just want me to start with his what he used to be kind of thing?
No, I mean this is above table, so
Okay.
you can explain it to the audience.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I was wondering. So yeah, he is a oracle, but he doesn't actually know he's an oracle. The reason why is in his past, he is a knight of Desna, and his best friend would have been killed by some form of fire attack. I was thinking an inescapable fireball that his group was killed by, but he obtained the powers of the god.
You mean there've been inescapable fireballs this whole time? Here I was, like a chump, using escapable fireballs this entire time. My whole career as a DM is now shocked.
It was either that, or I was thinking
inescapable fireballs. Fuck! I need to write that down on my spell list.
It only does 2 points of damage.
It's true.
It's the dodge action.
True strike
actually.
fireballs.
Yeah, that's it. There's now a mortal enemy running around with a brand new spell called Inescapable Fireball. It's basically fireball, but no saving throw. That's
Okay.
it. Just yeah.
Sorry.
The magic missile
No, you're
of
fine.
fireball.
No, it was awesome. That was awesome, Neil. Anyway, keep going.
But yeah, so he's going to be slowly learning his abilities over time. But at the beginning, actually being kind of not great because, he's just kind of he used to be a knight and he knows how to be a knight. So he has all the things a knight needs, not an oracle needs.
Cool. Very interesting character. Can't wait to see them. And last but not least, we have Votaria.
Hello, I am playing a halfling rogue named Marista Darkdraft. She is originally from Cheliax, but
Wait, sorry,
her father...
Oh, she. Yep. Sorry, I thought you said. Yep.
Her father was roped into a bad contract in trying to get money to help fund his shop. Couldn't pay that back, so her father, mother, and brother were taken into slavery from Cheliax and taken to Isgar, or Isger, however you pronounce that.
Isger.
At the time, Marista was not there, so she got out of being taken. But she also had to flee Cheliax to keep from being sent into slavery. She's gone into Iskar, is working in an inn as a waitress, looking for help to free her family, and also listening to any kind of gossip and anything like that, anything that can help her.
All right, fantastic. And this is our amazing group of characters. So there you go. Now, we'll learn more about them in just a moment, but before we do, we have a little bit of housekeeping to do, and that is, of course, a couple of things. Now, I'll only do this warning for the first few sessions. Once we kind of get into it, I'm going to kind of assume that everyone's kind of gotten the vibe of Hellbreakers. But a couple of warnings here that there will be, of course, topics in this campaign that lean towards things like the rebellion. So things like fighting against authority, abuse of authority figures. Abuse instigated by authority figures, there we go, is going to be a very prevalent part of this adventure and stuff like that. So just a warning for that, because I know that some of our folks overseas may, of course, take umbrage with that. Not like it's going to be there every session and stuff like that, but I just want everyone to be mindful of it. Likewise, of course, when we are dealing with Cheliax and the Chelish army and stuff like that, we are going to be talking about things like devil worship, as well as, kind of infernal magics and stuff like that. These are, of course, just, like kind of for people who may not necessarily want to expose themselves to that type of thing. I'm not going to be leaning too heavily into things such as the body horror in this game or anything like I normally tend to, mostly because it's already pretty dark fantasy in theme that it doesn't really need any of my extra gorification of anything. So yeah, there's that. But yeah. Cool. Which then leads us to thank our lovely audience members. Guys, thank you for being here, being part of the show, and doing all the cool stuff. We want to invite you to behind the GM screen in order to play around, have a bit of fun with us, and do some cool and crazy things to my players while we're playing. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points, and that can be used to do a whole bunch of stuff like inspiration, insight bonuses, wandering monsters, wandering bosses, divine intervention, divine healing, all that cool, great stuff. And for those of you who want to help us cross that finish line for the DAG survival check, which we are at 88%, which is fucking amazing. So thank you guys who have contributed to our adventures and this month's donations so far. But here are our monetary donations that come towards that goal and help us pay for things like our subscriptions, the books that we buy, all that kind of stuff. We have, for $5, we have hero points and jinx points. Hero points can be used by my players to re-roll dice, petition the DM for stuff that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. No. Yes. Or stave off a killing blow. I keep forgetting that one. I don't know why. We then have the jinx points that can be used to counter hero points, to make bad guys roll with advantage, and complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I'll either draw from a deck of random plot twists and use my improv skills to add that plot twist into the game, or I will have my players draw from the Harrow deck and allow them to draw a fortune and then use GM powers in order to bring that fortune to life, allowing that fortune to become fulfilled, whether it's inverse or regular-sided, either one. We then have $20 for the coveted golden natural 20, and that natural 20 is basically a good way to kind of make sure that the cool moments stay cool by letting my players, critically succeed at whatever it is they're doing. For $50, I will increase the difficulty of a challenge the group is facing by an exponential margin, but as a reward, if my players do manage to overcome the boss buff and its challenges, they will receive a magic item for their trouble. And lastly, we have our secret menu item today, and that is going to be a free archetype for each of my players, which of course will be the archetype known as the Hellbreaker. they will gain the free archetype for the Hellbreakers that was available in the Hellfire Crisis adventure thing. So yeah, there you go. That'll be available to my players for the secret menu item. It's pretty good. Basically, it's good. It's a good way for hunting devils and stuff like that. It's, you know, gives everyone kind of like a broad tool to be able to help them throughout the course of these adventures. So yeah, there you go. Okay, well, I think that brings us to the end of... Oh, no. Push the right button, Michael. There we go. I think that brings us to the end of the introduction. So what say we begin our adventure?
Hell yeah.
Sounds like a brilliant idea.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. In which case... One moment. There we go. Our adventure begins. Set in Isga, a vassal state to the great and powerful Chelish Empire, a country ruled by the Thrune Crown. Now, Abigail Thrune the Second is currently in charge of this devil-worshipping nation, a tyranny unlike any other, ruled by an iron fist, where slavery and subjugation are the names of the game, and those who serve loyally are given nobility and riches and wealth, but those come at the cost of the very people that these kingdoms, these nobles, are supposed to protect. And Isger is no different a place. But unlike Cheliax, who has the crown and its backing, Isger lays on the outskirts, trying its best to be ruled by a rather skeevish nobleman by the name of Hedvan. They have seen many troubles over the years. The rise of the Goblin Blood Wars to the south, the battles across the borders against both undead and living adversaries, and most importantly, as of very recently, an intense and massive battle at Hell Knight Hill. A huge battle incited by the Hell Knights as they attempted to reclaim an old citadel of theirs. But after facing resistance, they chose instead to subjugate an Isgari town, drain it entirely of its resources, and use it to wage a campaign to drive those intruders out of their citadel and claim it back for themselves. When a group of Andoran soldiers and Eagle Knights came in order to try and mitigate peace, the diplomat sent was executed summarily by the Hell Knights. This was the spark of war, a battle upon Breach Hill that raged. Cheliax, of course, having their vested interest in maintaining order, sent forth a diabolic dragon to try and quell this rebellion. But with the Eagle Knights allied by the Citizens Militia, as well as the Hellbreakers, a group of anti-Chelish rebels, the dragon was slain, the Hell Knights driven off, and at no smaller feat, no smaller cost, the rebels emerged victorious. And it is here, in the shadows of Breach Hill, that our adventures begin. In a tavern roaring with victory, our heroes, along with a score of soldiers, currently rest at Caden's Keg, a temple to the great god Caden Kalian, god of heroes, adventures, dumb luck, and alcohol. People drink, people cheer, people are grateful for the fact that they can live to fight another day, all recounting glorious moments amongst the battles. And it is here that we begin. Cheering and glasses clinking everywhere, Mead, ale, wine, all flow as free as the river. Soldiers, many of which very wounded and injured, patched up, are celebrating the victory. You can see that a few people are even still being treated by the local priest. The priest itself, a halfling woman by the name of Bryn Tave, a jovial cleric who decides that alcohol is the best remedy for everything. She walks over to a struggling knight who seems to be wincing in pain at an arrow in their leg. Oh, come now, you big sis. We'll have the fixed up in a hurry, and you can go join your friends for drinking. And he goes, I don't think you should be. And all of a sudden, with a mighty yank, the arrow comes loose. You hear him go, my fucking leg! She then takes out a hip flask filled with whiskey and pours it on the wound. Immediately, the magics of Caden begin to heal the wound. That actually feels pretty good. Yeah, it feels good, she says, thrusting the rest of the bottle in his hand. Now enjoy! Today is a day of victory and celebration. And he drinks and very soon stands and goes and joins the others. Now, each of you are in this tavern, kind of, again, enjoying the festivities and seeing what things are like. Whether you've been invited here, you've heard the noise and seen the lights on, or perhaps you were part of the battle and came here for treatments for your wounds. Whatever the case is, let's meet our heroes. Starting with Verk.
Okay, so Verk is, he's in the pub. He's drinking, and he's bragging a little bit on, how, he and his whip managed to, take out some of the knights, even with their armor and everything else. It's he's just like he's kind of bouncing around and happy and chaotic. And the one thing that you might notice is that the strange red patch on his face is actually glowing. And from that, it's actually sending out it's just making people happy about him, and it's distracting them from his stuff, but it's also making them kind of want to like him for no apparent reason.
Well, I think that plus the copious amounts of alcohol have turned you definitely into a very likable person at the pub. Many free drinks are bought and many tales are shared as you're basically patted on the back and surrounded by soldiers, eagle knights, rebels, regular people, all sorts. Meanwhile, Shiro.
Would work if I was not muted.
Probably, yeah.
Shiro is going to be, of course, drinking some alcohol. Having done a few drinking contests with a few of the knights around, regaling them on his fighting with a Hell Knight or two.
And was there an end?
Sorry, my...
No, that's okay. I thought you said "and." That's why. No, that was good. That was fine. I just thought you said "and," and I didn't want to interrupt you. Yeah, no, absolutely. You are very oddly surrounded by people who were effectively police officers and, peacekeepers and stuff like that. The Eagle Knights in particular give you pause because you've had a run-in with Eagle Knights before. While you don't particularly trade in slavery and stuff like that, you've definitely victimized villagers and stuff. And, these are the guys who come and kick the shit out of you and throw you in jail, So there's a little bit of a tense moment there, but they don't seem to clock you or notice you as any particular thing. So, with a very cautious and tentative means, you enjoy the free drinks at the very least. All right, Nigel.
Nigel is very much enjoying his pipe, his leaf. He's sitting with a group of people that he has collected that have maybe gone into a bit of shock, and he's helping through both the herbalicious medicinals and a calm, kind of soothing tone of basically telling anecdotes of the events that went off on the field. Whether or not they are actual true has no viable case to him. He's just spinning tales to help let anxiety.
You're bonding. You're having a moment. Yeah, that's cool. Then people listen. People throw in their own stories and stuff like that. They're just, you guys are just bonding over the battlefield and stuff. Again, very pleasant sight here. As someone also brings you like some snacking chips and stuff like that. You're like, oh man, the munchies. These are definitely some tasty, like they're actually just they're kind of fried radishes. Basically, they've been pickled and then sort of quick flash fried on both, so it's got like a nice char on the outside. But then like when you bite it, it's got that like that sour, salty, pickly kind of taste to it. Perfect for the alcohol you're drinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Rizzo.
Yeah, he's probably sitting with the less noticed. The more foot soldier people, the ones whose stories typically get untold in these bigger things. And it's more a case of listening to their stories, but actually embellishing it and making it sound bigger from all the stories he's heard from outside of town that's actually caused him to come here. Because their exploits are actually the real ones that matter, because they're the one of the people on the ground. So he's trying to basically raise the morale of that little group.
Oh yeah. I'd probably say that in this scene, in this scenario, a lot of people are sharing stories. Like, you won't be able to find people who are unsung heroes here. Everyone is literally singing praises of everyone. But there are the injured, the people who have been kind of like, not downtrodden, but like, obviously they're in a lot of pain. Some have lost limbs and stuff like that. These are the people who aren't really in a celebratory mood. They're more in a relieved mood.
Dispirited.
I'm not dispirited. No one's dispirited here. Everyone's in good spirits. But a lot of people are just coming to terms with the reality of what it costs them. You know what I mean? This isn't a dispirited thing. This is a I'm celebrating, and he raises a glass, but he realizes he has no arm, and he's just a moment of like, stupid, and he gets the other arm and he's fine. You know what I mean? Like, these kind of like smaller, very quieter moments. You do actually encounter an individual named Ethran Howell, a non-binary human who appears thusly. You see him kind of like in the area where a lot of the people who have been injured are taken. There's quite a few people who are thanking him for his sacrifice. During the battle, many people are actually saying that he was one of the Hellbreakers who saved the Eagle Knights from an attack by the dragon, sacrificing his arm and injuring his leg in the process at the same time. The scar upon his cheek, a war scar to remember the battle. But a lot of people are just like I said, approaching him, thanking him, and the like. Rizal, is there anything you wanted to?
No, sorry.
You just clock him.
Because
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Easy done. All right. Next up, Renwen.
All right. So Renwen would actually be sitting in like a corner of the bar, just like at a table in the corner, just drink in one hand, religious symbol in the other. Just kind of staring at it most of the time, not even drinking his drink. But every once in a while he pulls up the drink to his lips, kind of unintentionally soaking his beard and mustache.
Mm-hmm.
Getting it all over, and then he's like, and just kind of wipes it off and just kind of goes back. And anytime anyone ever just decides to come up and, ask about any heroics, he would just talk about the, that he was in the battle on Breach Hill. And, his group, the group that he was a part of was a medical backup group where we would heal the wounded. And we healed quite a few, but in the end we were caught in the dragon's hellfire.
Sorry, just real quick. Love the story.
Yeah.
You need to be in this moment. Are you recounting the story?
Yeah, that's kind of what Renwen is remembering. It's all playing.
Okay, yeah. We because remember. Okay, Neil, do you remember before the stream I said that there's a whole bit where we're gonna actually tell stories and stuff when you guys are called for a contest and stuff?
Yeah.
That would be a great time. No, it's fine. That's a great time for that. So instead, what you'd want to do is be abridging this bit and just saying Renwen is deep in thought, thinking about the battlefield. A traumatic moment in particular lingers on his mind as he looks into his cup of ale, right? This creates foreshadowing and sets up for that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. I just didn't want you to get there and then have to then when we get to the actual thing to then have to just repeat all of your really, really good effort again.
I thought this was also part of the storytelling at the bar.
No.
So yeah,
the others are just choosing to story tell, right? Like they're just, but notice how they haven't actually told any stories. They're just,
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Renwen would basically be like wallowing in the corner, just essentially thinking about the battle.
Oh. Rizal, you notice that one soldier out of everyone here is wallowing. If that changes anything.
Reza would go over and try to cheer him up and try to bring him into the wider party mood.
All right, by all means.
I mean, he'll join, but
No, he hasn't done anything yet, Neil. Let him do things, and then you can react to it.
sorry.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
No, this is your intro, so yeah, fair. All right, Rizal.
So he's got a tankard. So taking a plate of various meats, Reza will walk over to this quiet individual sitting in a corner contemplating life. Look a bit too quiet for this place. Is everything all right?
Nothing's all right.
Can't be all that bad.
I
You're
turn
alive?
and look him in the eyes and say, I lost my best friend in the battle.
Ah. My question to ask is, would he want you to stay quiet and miserable your whole life? Or would you want you to enjoy the life that they fought for?
Honestly, I'll get there when I stop thinking about it. I need to drink soups a little more.
All right. And last but not least, Vataria.
Hey, Marista is going around to all of the tables with her nice tray full of meat and bar nuts and stews, delivering them. Here you go, sirs. Here's your ales, your stews. Is there anything else I can do for you while I'm here? We don't have much. You know, stew and ale's about it, but, you know, maybe I can dig up some.
Well, actually, this place is abundant with food and ale and stuff. That's why they're literally feeding and, you know, watering an entire 3 armies.
Oh, okay. Does anybody want some venison or fish?
There's a huge cheer from the entire crowd of people. Now what are you gonna do?
Internally, Marissa goes, shit, I just had to mention it. So she goes to the back and she gets a whole bunch of food and starts delivering it to people. And
well, as you go to oh, I love how you just skip and jump through different stuff. So, as you go over to the incredibly busy chef who is working hard to cook a bunch of stuff, you inform him that you have just offered free fish and venison to the entire better part of the surviving army. He looks at you and informs you that you are going to be paying for it out of your own pocket. I
never said it was free.
And begins to yell out to his cooking staff that they'll need to get the venison out. So they bring out several racks of venison and several very, very large. Isger is connected to lots of rivers and stuff like that, so they've got lots of river fish. So they pull them out and they begin to work them up. Everyone did hear you offer who wants fish and venison. You didn't take any orders. You offered fish and venison. So that's gonna come back. But slowly but surely, the venison and fish come out. Pretty much everyone's putting their hands up for it, and to try and that'll be your busy work for the time being. Anything in particular you're doing while you're serving?
On her tray, she has a little bowl and says, donations to help feed everyone is greatly appreciated.
Very well. Roll me a percentage. Okay. Not bad. So the thing is most of the people here don't have money because obviously you don't bring your wallet to a war. But generally speaking, those who do have the ability to donate do so. You recoup about 89% of the cost of the meal. But are still quite. You still have to pay 11% of the remaining costs there. Or at least, let me rephrase, 11% is going to be coming out of your pay.
She's also pickpocketing people along the way.
Make a thievery check.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
That was almost a 20.
There's our 2.
All right.
Not a 1, but a 2.
Well, it was really nice knowing this character for like the 10 seconds it was played.
I did say this is going to be Spore Wars all over again. On the first episode.
All right, let's see. Yeah, they can't fail. Even with a 3, they, like I said, they can't fail. They only fail in a nat 1. Marista, you are immediately caught by one of the soldiers. This was not the plan. Okay, hold on. Bye, book. Okay. So.
Immediately ruined the game.
No. Now, okay, I will, like I said, we're a teaching channel, so we do like to teach stuff. Now, my job is not to tell players what they can and can't do. Absolutely not. And you'll very rarely see me telling players this unless it's something to, you know, sort of like with Neil. It's not that I'm telling him, no, you can't share stories. I'm saying there's an opportunity for you to do that a little later on. Or, you know, I'll guide them, but I won't necessarily say you can and cannot do stuff. In this particular case, trying to pickpocket an army of people, not the whole army simultaneously, but trying to pickpocket people amongst this crowd is not a terrible idea, right? It's perfectly valid, and these guys are not, you know, like, not all of them are going to be aware or mindful of things while they are drunk and inebriated and all this sort of stuff. However, it is a risk that you play, and as a DM, one thing you always need to remember is that risk equals reward. You got to play those in. Had Marista succeeded, great. They would have earned a little bit of extra gold and it would have helped out. But given that they have failed, it is equally my responsibility as a GM to dole out what is considered to be a fair consequence for failure. Now, fair is very interesting here because, of course, you're stealing from the rebels of this war, of this battle. These are people who have already kind of suffered. Emotions are very high, a lot of people are very drunk, and depending on who it is you've stolen from is going to determine the response. Basically, you've got the militia, you've got the Eagle Knights, and you've got the Hellbreakers. So, we're going to roll a d6. On a 1 and 2, you've stolen from the Hellbreakers. Not great. From a 3 and 4, you're going to have stolen from the militia. Probably your best option here. 3 and 4, we're going to go with the Eagle Knights, because that's the next lowest. So the Eagle Knights are also very bad to have stolen from. Then 5 and 6, you will have stolen from the militia, which again, not so bad. The consequences will be based on who you've stolen from. So, roll a d6.
Okay, good.
Okay, not bad. So, you have stolen from the civilian militia. Now, the civilian militia, they're just a bunch of random people who have thrown in this war, who have basically just stood up and fought. Nigel is among these individuals, you know, for example. What if they try to steal from a player? You know what? That's a good idea. Roll me a d20, please. Maybe you've stolen from Nigel. That'd be kind of fun. A 6. Nah, 6 isn't going to have you steal from Nigel. All right. You are caught. Your hand slides into their leather coin pouch. Sorry, 1 second, real quick. It is dangerous to go alone. Take this. Also, welcome in, Pebbles. There we go. Okay, so you reached into the leather pouch and suddenly a very firm hand grabs you very, very tightly by the wrist. It pulls your hand free of their belt and immediately a glowering accusatory stare. This minx is trying to filch my wallet, this man says in a loud and boisterous voice. It draws the attention of his surrounding pals. Another person says, yeah, I sees her do it too. What are you playing at? And a commotion begins. The rest of the group can hear and see this commotion as it's sort of happening. And yeah, Marissa, you've been nabbed. So, the scene is yours.
No, I was not trying to steal from you. I pull out a rag and I grab his dagger. See this?
Oh, as soon as you draw a dagger, they immediately draw weapons. And we're going to roll initiative.
I take his dagger.
Yeah, he's not going to. So returning to the bit Voltaria, in which you aren't really allowed to just take weapons off people with no check whatsoever. You go for his dagger. He sees it as a threat. We are rolling initiative. You absolutely do not just get to pull his weapon on him. So, yeah, initiative, and that is... Yeah, that's going to happen. Now, you guys are a little bit away from this scene, but yeah, as soon as Marista goes for the dagger, this guy, and, I mean, probably his friends, will leap into battle. Let's put in... Oh, actually, you know what? We do have a donation from our dear, dear friend, Family IT Guy. Family IT, thank you so much for your $50 donation for the boss buff. So this guy doesn't happen to be a soldier. This guy actually does happen to be a decorated veteran. So he's going to be an elite soldier. Let me just add some stuff here. I wonder if I've got a tavern. Because again, this wasn't supposed to be a battle, but let's go here. Okay, let's throw in some soldiers, not clockwork soldiers, please. Thank you. Just some regular run-of-the-mill human soldier. That's what I need. All right, here we go. Starting off great. Yeah, no, we're starting. Maybe guard?
Best way to know your character? Use it in combat at times.
That's true. Sometimes that's what's gonna get you. That's what's gonna teach you about how your character's gonna run. Okay, so we got soldier. There we go. These guys are nice. There we go. So you can be soldier 1. You can be soldier 2. And let's see. Oh yeah, you could definitely be the commander person here. There you go. Done. All right, then let's get a tavern here. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Nope, they don't have a map for that, so I will import map. Sorry, this is taking me a second.
All good. Take your time.
RPG map, let's see, tavern. I want a good tavern. Oh, you had a good tavern. Let's see. Town, yada.
And we've just got details of what the other donations come in as for as well.
Yes, thank you all.
I very much approve. What?
Look, some of us don't build 17 different characters just in case.
I only made 3 as requested.
Good
I
job.
may have a bunch in the back of my head, but I only made 3.
That's only because the ones in the back of your head might not fit this setting.
All right, here we go.
That is correct.
This will do. All right.
I feel seen. Thank you.
All right, so we have our tavern here. Let's add a grid.
Alright, let's find out which dark corner
There we go.
Ren was sitting
All
on.
right. So let's put these things in. Now, of course, there are lots of people here, and there's actually an upper landing that you can see that has these bedrooms here. Rather than bedrooms, I'm going to say that this wall's been knocked out, and upstairs are just more sitting areas and stuff like that. So right now we're going to have... let's see. So let's put Ren over here,
Yeah.
talking with Rizzle, who's over there. Let's put Nigel over here amongst a group of individuals. Shira, we're going to put you at the bar. So you're over here. Verk, you are over here talking to some individuals. There we go. And let's put Marista over here next to the knockdown table. Oh, knockdown chair, sorry. With the guy who has them grabbed. And his two buddies. Actually, we'll move... we'll just move you to that table there. There we go. And that way his other buddy can go here. There we go. All right. Encounter made. All right. There we go. All right. Initiative. Boom. There we go. All right. Marista, miraculously, you get to go first. All right. You are currently grabbed by this dude. Okay, and let's see. Tavern Brawl music. Do we have? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Don't hurt the musicians. That's a little bit jovial.
Don't hurt the musicians. That's funny.
Irresistible fireball.
Irresistible fireball.
The magic missile of fireballs.
Yeah, I already put in the chat how it could
Magic
have
fireball
happened.
missile.
All right, here we go. Okay, there we go. All right, Marista, you are up first. Now, you, as I mentioned, you have attempted to grab at this guy's dagger, which has instigated the battle. Before I forget, we have some extra donations. A D20 and a Jinx point for... What are we getting? For me? Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. This is...
Yeah, you'll also need to share
Just
the
did
map with us as well.
$4.01.
I noticed that.
What?
His way to try and fix it, because he did 26 before.
I see. Very well. Well, thank you.
So, there
He
you go.
did 4
So now
Wait a
what
second,
you-
Jinx.
So, yeah, okay. So was that another Jinx point?
Another Jinx.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay. And I'll get that nat 20.
The nat 20 was for you, I think.
Yep. There we go. Done and done. Okay. So there's the battlefield. Again, there are a variety of different people here. Now, they're not intervening at this point in time, mostly because they're trying to get their bearings on what the hell is happening. Okay. Marista, the scene is yours.
So Marista is not going to draw any weapons. She's just going to hold up her rag and say, I promise, I swear, I was only trying to clean your weapon. I didn't mean anything by it.
Make a deception check. All right, let's see how this guy goes. He almost can't fail again. All right, and he does not. Okay, cool. Anything else you'd like to do for your turn?
She is going to just sit down on the chair and not move.
Oh, she does not let you. He does not let you sit down.
Okay.
He has got you firmly by the arm.
She's gonna cry.
Sure. Make another deception
She's
check.
going to. She is going to play on his sympathy.
Ooh.
That's not bad. Okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. All right. Oh, not bad. I'll use a jinx point on that. I mean, I have them now, so there we go. All right. Because I can do better than a 2. There we go. Much better.
Oh no!
Okay. And that is that is everything. All right. Yep. Because
I
you.
guess.
Oh no, you do have one more.
Just so you know, Dag, you're rolling initiative perception there.
Oh, whoops.
So
My
yes.
bad. That's okay. I will alter that back. So that's 22. Cool. All right.
She's going to just apologize. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to do anything. I'm gonna try to negotiate or something.
So this one's gonna unfortunately automatically fail because you've done quite a lot in 6 seconds, and he is calling you out on some real bullshit. At this point in time, he says, let's see. Yeah, you can apologize to the guards, you troublesome strumpet.
Okay. If that's the way you want it.
All right, he takes the 2 other militia guys and will forcefully drag you to prison. You're not resisting?
Give me just a second. Switching out headphones.
Yeah, no worries. You're calling strumpet.
Burke is looking around going, there's strumpets here?
Yeah, the question is whether Vert hears it as crumpets, thinking there's food for it.
No, he's waiting for some venison.
Really, it's free.
Exactly.
All right, you got your headphones in? Hello? Nope. Okay. While Marissa is sorting out her headphones, the rest of you, obviously witnessing this, do you do anything?
Okay, sorry, I had to switch out headphones. My others were dying.
No, that's fine. I'm just asking the others if they do anything to intervene before you get carted off. I mean, you guys don't have to. Again, you do not know this person.
Yes,
Burke is like,
Yep.
I think Renwood would.
More ale. Yep. Cool. Yeah, fair enough. This person, this guy, the guy who's got her basically says that, tried to rob them just then. They then lied about it in front of everyone, then pretended to cry, then almost immediately apologized, and now they're being taken to jail. That was pretty much the summary of the last few seconds. So unless someone does something, Marissa, you are taken out by this guy and several of the guards, and thrown into a dungeon. I mean, is there anything else you'd like to do here?
I think Renwin
She's
would actually...
gonna wait. Oh, go ahead.
I think Renwin was just gonna yell at him and just be like, "Hey! Save that energy for the Hell Knights!" You fucking prick.
The fuck did you say to me? All right, Renwin.
You're interrupting my drink.
All right, Renwin.
Yeah, who's gonna serve you if you take me to jail?
Rizzle, you're right next to Renwin as he yells out and immediately provokes these guys who are about to step out with the thief.
Christ. Oh, I thought we were going south so fast.
It is, and I don't know why. I didn't do shit. I
know, but
literally
the trouble-
gave you a tavern filled with happy people.
Yeah, the trouble is, if it wasn't a player, the obvious one would be to slug him and say, shut the hell up.
It's very true. Hold on 1 second. I just got a message from Suze, by the way, my partner, who just asked, how's the game going? So let me respond real quick. Hey, baby. So, you know, at the start of the game, where everyone is celebrating a victory over the Hell Knights. Turns out, one player is going to jail, is going to the dungeon, for stealing from the survivors. And the second is about to get his teeth smashed in for provoking the soldiers who were almost robbed. Because they were interrupting his brooding. All right, there we go. Done.
Okay.
I just thought you'd like to, the conversations I'm having, bring you in on that,
So-
you.
Okay. Now, Neil,
Yeah.
this is obviously a question to you as well. Because there's a way. Because Rizzle possibly doesn't want guards coming over here to potentially pull him into this.
Clarification, not guards, militia. Technically
Militia,
technically different.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to make sure you understand that these guys have no real authority, per se. They are just going to throw Marissa into a dungeon
Yeah.
and lock her up.
Now, obviously, because that's with all you're drinking. Rizzle can cast sleep. Would you be willing to just be knocked unconscious by sleep?
I'd be fine with that.
Okay. Consent
Yeah.
is given. So as these guys look like they're about to start with Ren, because Ren is, again, throwing some shit their way while they're already pretty pissed off. Rizzle, with a wave of your hand, you may take the scene.
Yep, so with the wave of the hand and the tap of the shoulder saying, like, come on, sleep and dream of your friend. Not whatever.
No, not more visions of that.
And then the other hand is, it's there. Too many bad memories tonight.
They kind of look at each other. They're still kind of cross, mostly because they're just in a foul mood. But they kind of nod and sort of look at him and tell him to just make sure your friend sleeps it off. And they then walk Marista out of the tavern. Okay.
Yeah. I'll do that just in case.
There is a lull in the mood of the party at that moment. Like everyone's sort of like, oh wow, what the fuck just happened? Like that got really serious really quickly. A few moments later, you hear this like loud banging sound coming from a pot, as standing on top of the bench, the fucking bar, the fucking looking for the right word, is what was her name? Her name was It was Bryn, the cleric of Caden. She immediately turns to everyone and says, "Ladies, gentlemen, now is not a day for such somber faces. This is a momentous occasion, a joyous occasion, and one that we are going to celebrate in full till Grodius himself turns his gaze to us instead of the boneyard, curious of the joy and merriment shared within these halls of Caden. I now invite you to join me today." The crowd hushes. The fiddlers and the bards stop their music. She says, "In the name of all things good and fun, as our beloved Caden Kalian would have it, it is time for tonight's contest." Cheers then start to erupt from the tavern, as the locals whisperedly excited about what the theme would be. "Tonight, storytelling shall be the means of contest. A frothy glass in honor to the acts of heroism by those who fought so bravely at the Battle of Breach Hill. In honor of those who drove the scum from our town. The theme of your stories must be past battles. Whether it be from the Breach Hill or not, tell us your finest tales, brave warriors and wily hunters, and a reward from our very coffers shall be provided to the tale who's told best." She then raises a glass and sort of gestures to the crowd. There's some murmuring, some people are talking. Some people go, Nigel, you should share one of your stories. Yeah, Nigel, you should totally do it. You'll win this for sure.
Oh, it's not all about winning. It's about sharing and having a good time. But
well, I mean, enough. It's gonna... Yeah, do it. Nigel.
I stand up, wobble. When I stand up, grab a chair, and with absolutely no hurry in the world, I make my way across the bar to the tavern towards the Bryn. I start a story of a small group of Eagle Knights that were ostracized, trapped, away, closed in by Hell Knights, off down the bottom of a hill.
You hear the Eagle Knights start to boo the Hell Knights. Not you booing you, but they're like, boo, fucking Hell Knights.
They were surrounded on all sides. Looked grim. When up on the hill, a small lad, holding a trumpet and a banner, of a militia group, saw the ostracized soldiers standing on the hill, drawing any fire that could have been from anyone looking in his direction. The young man blew his trumpet. The rivalry of the Eagle Knights sounded across the plains, drawing attention from their comrades to the isolated group. That one action by a lone child saved the lives of a dozen men that day. And we'll remember young Brandon for the fearlessness and courage he showed that morning. And I tip my hat to Bryn.
She bows to you.
Militia badge on the bar, and I go back to my seat.
She bows to you. It's the badge that you hold is more of a symbol of your town more than a symbol of any faction particularly. But as she does so, she does accept it. Somebody buys you around. The story is phenomenal. there isn't cheers in the traditional way, but an actual reverent respect for the story you've told. I would like for you to make me either a performance or a diplomacy check, please, as you tell this story.
Yeah, this is a character strong suit.
That's pretty good. All right. 21 for Nigel. Okay, a very solid story. Again, like I said, while there isn't the sound of a raucous applause, there is definitely a lot of respect given for that story. And you see some people patting you on the back, like the ones that you were talking to, who are like, "That was so fucking good. Knew you have this," right? A couple of other people start to share stories of battlefield camaraderie. A couple of the not Hell Knights, the Eagle Knights stand forward and talk about how the Hell Knights were a formidable force. A couple of the militia from the far south talk about the Goblin Blood Wars and how they did battle against the hobgoblins who invaded their towns and stuff. A momentary gap appears. Does anyone... by this point, Renwen, you've now sort of awoken from your daze, unsure as to why you suddenly felt so tired and sleepy. The alcohol must be either very, very strong, or you're just emotionally and physically exhausted from the battle that you've undertaken.
I look around and I just look to Rizzle and I'm just like, "Hey friend, what's happening? Why did I sleep? Why did I go to sleep?"
No, you just needed a little siesta to calm the nerves before the storytelling if you want to tell stories of your friend.
I have a story.
Yep. People clap as you sort of stand up.
And I stand up on the chair, and I still look normal height. I was in the battle on Breach Hill. My troop, my best friend, was a cleric of Desna, and I'm a knight of Desna. We were healing those who had fallen and taken injury. We would protect my friend while, enemies would come charging, trying to stop him. We were successful in healing many allies until the Hellfire Rain happened. I lost my entire troop, including my best friend, that day. Somehow I made it out, and I have no idea why. But here I stand. And then I lift my drink to my best friend Perrin.
Everyone raises a glass and cheers as well. Same thing, performance or diplomacy check, I think, for that one. You did really, really good.
They're both the same. I will do diplomacy since that was... Yeah. No, 20. All
right, very nice. Okay. Likewise, you get this one actually does get a round of applause. A rather large one, in fact. As everyone cheers and sort of drinks in the honor of your friend. Well done. The priest in particular is very moved by your words as well. Again, a few people stand up, and at this point, even the priestess herself stands up, and a few people boo and say, "You're not allowed to enter the contest." She's like fuck, I'm not. As she tells
keep my money.
as she tells a story of when the Hell Knights first arrived and took over the town, how she had hidden away some of the halflings and folk who were being rallied up and gathered by the Hell Knights to be summarily executed. How she managed to drive away some of the Hell Knights who tried to seek refuge as they were running with their tails between their legs from the might of the Hellbreakers and the Eagle Knights and the town's militia. And you hear people again cheering for that. All right. Anyone else want to go next?
I'll have
Sure,
a crack if no one else. Oh,
Oh, go ahead. Yep.
Verk stands up, as does Ristor, and they're like, "Oh no!" And they both sit down, and they both stand up, and they both sit down. Like, no, after you, after you.
You go. You go.
okay. So Brizzle's going to tell a story about him encountering a few of the displaced, the refugees that were fleeing the big conflict to a safer area when he came upon them. When hearing the various stories and trying to catch up for the stories that what he was about to enter into when the entire group was beset by an ambush coming out of the forest, helping to shore up and protect as many as they can. He was actually shocked when the militia itself came chasing out after the forest, because it wasn't the case of the fact that the ambush was on them, it's the fact that they were fleeing the militia. And it was only with the fleeing civilians and the militia's help that the ambush was actually retained, and a few decided to turn around and come back to fight here on the front lines. You're thinking.
All right, no, that's pretty good. No, that's a solid effort. Same thing, performance or a diplomacy check, please.
I'll go different, even though it's the same for me. And I'll do performance.
Okay, not a big roar like it was for the others. Still a good story nonetheless. As you know, you get a couple of that was really good. Yeah, that was good job. All right, Verk, the stage is yours after Ristle sits down.
Yeah, so Verk jumps up on the table and he's like, yeah, I mean, it was all great and it was good and we all managed to do it. And he's going to, I'm assuming there's chandeliers in this place. He's going to grab his whip. He's going to try and wrap it around, hook it around the chandelier. And I was up there and I went from the street and I grabbed just like this, and he goes crack and then swings across and lands on the bar, and I kicked him on the way by, and then I tripped them, and
He's
then
recounting the whole battle.
Finished them off.
All right, very dramatic. Okay, let's start with an athletics check to see how well we perform all of these feats, and if you do so, you'll get a boost.
Sure, why not? Not very.
Okay, not the best. You definitely try your best for sure, but DC 15 is what we needed here. So you kind of get off on the chandelier. You kind of like a bit shaky. You stick the landing, but you're kind of wobbly as you kind of nearly slip off the bar. A lot of people spend a bit of the time when you're performing, oh god, is he gonna be okay? So yeah, you do manage to do all right. And then yeah, let's see what your diplomacy / perception check is gonna be like.
Performance?
Sorry, performance.
Perception.
Could go diplomacy.
Too drunk to see where he's going.
Oh look.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's like if you ever watched the Anastasia animated cartoon when Bartok is trying to describe, and then I give him one of these, and then one of them, and then and then I kicked her, sir.
Exactly
It's 100%. That is more or less what happens here. So yes, Verk, that is the.
I feel with part of it is as he was yelling that he didn't actually stick the landing. The whip came undone and he just dropped flat on his back onto the floor.
Yeah.
And it was like, and that's how I did it.
And that's how I did it. And a few people give you a very pitying clap.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. All right. Last call. Shiro, did you want to participate in the contest?
Yes, but my brain is going through like a million things on trying to figure out which one to do.
It's all right. Go with simple and, just something that, I don't know, that just speaks to you. It doesn't even have to be the truth. If you want, you can use deception checks to exaggerate.
Yeah,
Sure, I need you to pick one.
yeah, I know. Well, he would have he would have a reason to embellish.
Sure.
So we will be going with diplomacy.
Sure. Okay. And what's the base of the story?
Coming across some people that were in need from the Hellbreakers or Hell Knights. I forgot their name already.
The Hell Knights were the ones you were fighting. Hellbreakers are the rebels you are working with.
Yeah. The Hell Knights that were attacking some innocents, and he came to their aid.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yep. If there's nothing more, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a diplomacy check.
Oh,
Nice. All right. Though you are going to take a tiny bit of a penalty, the story is still a very solid story of you coming through and helping out the Hellbreakers when the Hell Knights arrived, and the story's pretty solid. At this point in time, with everyone having, taken the time to tell the stories and stuff like that, Bryn turns around and tells everyone, okay, now we're gonna, give a big round of applause for everyone who participated. But I think 3 stories were exceptionally good, and were close enough that we're going to award all 3 of them the reward for today. So, in no particular order, Shiro, again, she hands you 2 minor healing potions. Nigel, you will also get 2 minor healing potions. And Renren, you get 2 minor healing potions as well.
oh, thank you.
She then says that you will also receive a free healing service at the Caden Kalen temple of your choice as a coupon. And she sort of hands you a free healing coupon. Saying, thanks everyone for who participated and who shared their stories. She knows that not all of the stories are heroic and filled with action and adventure, but she knows that at the very least, we all drink in the honor and glory of a victory well fought. And she lets loose another cheer, and everyone cheers and raises a goblet once more. Now, as the night continues onwards, I mentioned before, Ristel, you noticed Ethrin Howell. Let me pull this up. This guy. Or this person. Now, Etherin Howl is difficult to miss in a very distinct blue, black, and gold breastplate, decorated with a single golden eagle epaulet. Several people in the town crowd around his table and continue to thank him for his various services, wondering why he didn't speak up for the, the storytelling and stuff. He said that he was not here for the glory. He was not here for, attention. Many kind of accept this and commiserate with him over the left arm. Why are you so dramatic? Calm down.
I blame earlier.
I just wanted tavern music. I wanted, cool bard music. Give me that, please. Thank you. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Etherin looks flattered by all of the attention and all of the drinks. Taking note of a few of you, he approaches... now, he is going to approach the three winners of the storytelling contest. Renwen, Nigel, and Verk. He's also going to approach Rizzle and Shiro, but separately. As the three of you accept your prize, he approaches you and says, yes.
Except the Shiro one, Verk didn't.
Oh, sorry. Shiro, Nigel, and Renwen, you're going to be approached. Verk and Rizzle, not quite yet. Congratulations on your victory. It was truly a valiant story that the three of you told. I could see why it was difficult to pick a winner amongst you.
Oh. Thank you. I guess.
I know that everyone is in high spirits and already enjoying the various libations, but perhaps tomorrow morning you would join me for a drink. There is something I'd like to discuss with the three of you. An opportunity, if you wish to.
What kind of opportunity? Well, I guess if you're going to tell us in the morning, then I don't really have anywhere else to be at the moment. So, yeah, I'll meet you there.
Wonderful. He'll bow to you and will eventually make his way over to Verk and Ristel with more or less the same offer.
Oh, before you go, you might want to look into that, the waitress that got taken away. She seemed to have a lot of spirit, if you know what I mean.
Oh, you mean the one that tried to steal from injured war survivors?
Yeah, I don't know why that happened, but
Well, I can tell you why. I mean,
no, okay, man.
I mean,
I'll just.
I'm gonna say, Neil. I know that you, the player, are doing a good thing. I'm giving you a thumbs up. I know what you're trying to do, but it does paint Renwen in a very particular way. Okay. If you want to tell that story. Now, if you're happy to tell that story, that's fine. I'll tell you that story. But this is the dag above table warning going by what Marista ended up doing is like kind of. Do you ever watch Les Mis? Do you ever watch Les Mis?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know the two hotel owners who try to scam people of all of their shit all the time? Do you remember
been
them?
A while, so I didn't really fully memorize it or remember.
Oh, sure. It's kind of like people exploiting the vulnerable to rob soldiers just after a war, injured people, and take them while they're vulnerable. That it's a very a lot of people when they think of rogues don't realize that there's rogues, thieves, oh yeah, I just pickpocketed some stuff, but to actually steal stuff from injured war survivors is pretty fucking foul. even among standards. So if you support that, that's going to make something that you're okay with.
Okay, then no, he wouldn't say anything. Because he typically is keeping to himself, thinking about the last battle.
Sure. And as a player, I can already tell you that I'm definitely going to have a conversation with Marista. You know, again, that's something as a DM. I'm not just going to, like, if I'm going to write them out, I mean, that still might happen, mind you. I want to point out, there is a path here where Marista's out of the game, right? There is a path there, but I'm not going to just summarily have done that immediately. So there is going to be a conversation for sure. But I just want to let you know that to reassure you, Neil, because and of course Votari as well.
Okay.
I want to reassure you about that. Like, I'm not just going to like let that go. Unfortunately, you know, they had to miss out on the party because of, you know, obvious reasons. Like, there's no reason why they would have been brought back. But yes, and I appreciate what you're trying to do as a player, because it's good. Like I said, that's the good meta game stuff like that. But you've also got to keep that other bit in mind too. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So the 5 of you will be invited for drinks in the morning. And the rest of you will, of course, you know, get to enjoy the rest of the night. Now, the night does go by relatively quickly. Marista, you are spending the night in jail. Well, I say jail. It's not really a jail. It's more like a basement beneath the gallows that were basically destroyed. The gallows were used by the Hell Knights to, like, execute, you know, the Eagle Knights when they arrived and stuff. So it's very makeshift, very hodgepodge. And you can actually see that there is a section there that's beneath the actual gallows themselves. That is kind of where you. That's where you kind of like would have like what are they called? The stocks. They've got stocks. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So that's where you've been put. The 3 guys have come in, thrown you in the stocks, and put thief written down on like the wooden plate, wooden hanging plate that they hang onto it to let you know, to let the public know what crime you happen to have been accused of. All right. In the middle of the night, you do hear someone moving above you. You're not exactly sure who or what it is, but, you know, you definitely hear something.
Okay, so, here.
Oh, sorry, I probably should have said, do you attempt to resist these guys as they put you in the stocks? I did forget to mention that.
No, I'm not. I'm going to make myself look as dainty and weak as possible.
All right. You're fairly confident they aren't buying any of your bullshit, because you failed on multiple occasions. They know that you're just trying to manipulate them, and they're not having a bar of it. They are very, I don't say, they're not rougher with you than anyone else. They are being rough with you as if you are a perfectly capable person. There's no distinction of you being a dainty, solid flower or whatever. It's like, no, they drag you if you start to stagger. They force you into the locks. They make sure they're tight. Yep.
I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for the people that are watching them do this to me.
Oh, there's no one watching. Everyone's in the tavern. Like, most of the people in the tavern. And if people see, like, again, the militia dragging off a criminal and then hanging a big sign that says thief on it, then, you know, like, again, there's a very, you're not currying any sympathy from anyone, really. But as for the noise in the middle of the night.
Okay. Due to the type of halfling that I am going to use my Twilight halfling heritage and the keen eyes. Mm-hmm. And I am going to look around and see what others may have missed, like any ways out or anything like that, as I'm listening to what's going on above.
Sure. Unfortunately, there isn't much in the way of getting free or looking around, because, again, the stalks are basically this big wooden thing that claps around your neck and your hands. So you're kind of like hanging attached to these stalks. There is a guy, like a 10-year-old kid, who comes at you with a tomato and hucks it at you. His name is Adam. He just kind of throws it, thwop, and hits you. Tomato drips down one side of your face as he then giggles and runs away.
She's gonna go.
You can't reach your face. Stalks. Your hands are pretty much here, and that's what you can do. So yep, it just drips down the side of your face as they basically giggle and laugh. The way that children do, not like but like just like playful child laugh. But unfortunately, the attention draws away from the sound as you try to look for a way out. It is a hard night. You are not very well rested, fatigued, in fact, which we are going to drop as a condition upon you. But at around sunrise, when the light begins to rise over the new horizon of the battlefield, still stained with blood and the sounds of crows pecking at the dead, you are approached by a figure. A one-armed figure, in fact. This is Ethrin Howell. They look at you and they seem to have I guess, like, not a stern look, but they're assessing things.
Okay.
Good morning.
So, let's see. I am going to use Watchful Halfling. I get a +2 circumstance bonus to perception checks when using the sense motive basic action to notice enchanted or no, hold on, what is it?
To be clear, he's just said good morning. That's all he's done.
Okay.
Not sure what you're expecting to have happened here, but this is traditionally a colloquial greeting given among people.
I'm wanting to assess his motives for coming up to somebody who has thief written on the sign and just talking to them.
Cool. Make a perception check to try and ascertain his meanings. Okay. Obviously he wants to talk. That's clear. You know that he is one of the Eagle Knights. You can't be double arrested, so he's definitely not here to dole out your, another arrest. He seems to have been injured in the war, so, could be here for vengeance, like, somebody who's taken umbrage with what's happened. But you can't, beyond that, you can't really say. He does not have malicious intent. You can kind of tell that.
Okay.
Conversation is pretty much all that seems to be on this person's agenda.
Well, it may be a good morning for you, but as you can see, it's not been a very good morning for me. Or a good night.
No, I imagine not. I was wondering if perhaps you'd indulge me in a few questions.
I'm not going anywhere, so go ahead.
He puts down a scrap of cloth on the floor and presents a few odds and ends, like just a handful of small things, grapes, cheese, and some water. He gets a cloth and he sort of dabs the cloth in the water and he asks, "May I?"
I guess you're you're gonna have to feed me. I
No.
obviously can't
That's
feed
my
myself.
breakfast, not yours. He puts the he puts the water on the cloth and wipes the dried rotten tomato from your face and just sort of like cleans you up a little bit. That handkerchief was just where he kept his breakfast. But he has
Thank
that
you.
awkward moment of, no, this is for me. I'm not here to
Thank
feed
you
you.
for cleaning me up, I guess.
No, that's quite all right. As he's doing this, the first thing he asks is why you felt it necessary to steal from the survivors of the people, those men in the tavern.
Well, because I was a little bit stupid in trying to do my job. I offered food to everyone, but I neglected to mention that it needed to be paid for. So I was going to have to pay for some of that out of my own money, out of my own pay, and I don't get a lot. So, I mean, it needed to be paid for somehow.
He nods. He says, "No, I always did find it strange that among the many creatures that the gods saw fit to place upon this planet, it seems as though we are the only ones who are civilized enough to have to pay to live on it. Money can be a very strong motivator for things. You know, not many people would decide that the way to overcome one's mistake is to have another person pay for it."
I know. I was wrong, but I didn't see any other way.
You were wrong? You regret your decision?
Part of me, yes, but
Oh. You see that in his face looks a little bit, there's a look of disappointment when you say that.
I mean, shouldn't people admit when they're wrong?
Well, that depends. See, what we decide is right and wrong is, well, subjective. Is it wrong for a hungry mother to steal bread to feed their child? Is it wrong for a person to show kindness to someone in shackles? Right and wrong are a mixture of things. Some, very few, in fact, understand the necessity to do some wrong in order to do some good. Perhaps Marista, was it?
Yes.
Perhaps, rather than apologizing for your nature, you might want to direct your nature to do some good. Not just for yourself, but maybe for others as well. He looks to you, and once he's finished cleaning you up, he kind of like packs his stuff and things. And he says, if you manage to find your way out, I'll be going on a journey. And if this town has provided you all that you need, then you'd be welcome to join as well. He says, I'll be heading to Sarangalo. And will, he goes to go and pick up his food, but then notices what you were saying about, like, you know, not having money and stuff like that, and decides to then leave the food behind.
I appreciate you leaving the food, but
Oh, he's left. He knows.
Damn it.
So,
Damn it.
so,
Yep, he's
So-
aware of what he's done.
so, Marissa is going to kick off one shoe and start picking up grapes with her toes and try
So-
to get them into
so-
her mouth.
So, again, not sure if you understand how the stocks work, but unfortunately your legs don't have the ability or flexibility to turn you into Gumby, so you are unable to reach the food. Adam's character walks past this 10-year-old kid. Oh man, grapes! Fuck yeah! Picks up the grapes and walks off. No, I'm joking. That doesn't happen. Okay, but in the morning, as everyone is recovering from the adventures of the previous night, do you all go to meet Ethrin Howell?
Yep.
I will, yes.
Yes.
It's the guy who wouldn't.
All right. As you go and head back towards the tavern, the town is abuzz. Lots of people are gathered above the stocks. You know, like I said, where the gallows are.
Gallows.
Yeah. They're all gathered around what looks to be a Isgari government notice that was hammered into the gallows last night. A sizable bounty is now offered for all dissenters and revolutionaries, those who were involved in the battle at Breach Hill are among the top priority, and any evidence that proves the guilt of those who fought against those in service to the Isgari government shall be rewarded greatly. It is obvious to anyone who reads this text. This decree comes from Steward Hedven the Sixth. He is basically the person in charge of Isgar at present. And he is trying very hard to quash any anti-Chilexian activities, encouraging private citizens to take matters into their own hands in order to try and capture, rat out, or stop any of their neighbors who might be allied to the Hellbreakers and their friends. It is a big reward as well. And as you see the price of the reward, anyone who has society or legal lore as a trained skill, you may make the roll for that. Nope. Cool.
Am
All right.
I able to see it or roll?
You are not.
Nope.
As I mentioned, you are still in the stocks beneath the gallows. People can see you, of course, but and you can sort of hear the hubbub, but you can't obviously read the note. Okay, that is that's all. I can't give you any more information, but that is it. Which, of course, brings us to the end of today's session.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for playing. That was an interesting start to the session. Definitely not what I had planned, but you know what? That's how games work, and you know what? That's what makes games more interesting. So yeah, thank you guys for coming and joining us and having a great time with us. We it's fun. It's great, and we can't wait to really get cracking into the start of the Hellfire Crisis. So yeah. When do everything goes to plan? No, never. Things never go to plan. All right, before we kick off, let's throw the ball around and highlight some moments for today's session. If we had favorite moments, if we had things we would like to see from our campaign moving forward, I want everyone to share a little piece of that with them. Let's start with Votaria first. Votaria, highlight for today and something you want to see in the campaign moving forward.
What I'd like to see in the campaign moving forward is Marissa getting the hell out of this.
Fair.
Um,
Oh man, I was gonna keep you in the stocks till you were level 20.
She just plays from
somehow
there.
gains
It
levels.
just goes.
The whole battle
and
takes
then
place in a
level 20,
room.
She goes kapum, and they all explode off.
Well, see there, it becomes the weapon. It's just on the head, not bolted down.
Yeah, just walks around like.
Yeah.
Smashing people.
Yeah,
with
I
it.
mean, she's just gonna like go poop and like take the stalks right out of the ground and just
walk
with the
around.
stalks on.
Yeah. All right. And highlighted moment for today?
I think the highlight is me totally screwing everything up. I'm sorry. I mean, I just totally took you totally off the rails, and you going, oh well, there goes the book.
Hey, look. First of all, I'll say this:
Goodbye,
it's
book.
never screwing up. It's always telling the story. And I tell people this as well: don't be afraid of low rolls. Don't be terrified of them. No game should consist entirely of successes, because for me that's boring. It's like having a dungeon filled with traps that no one gets to experience. So getting to see the consequences, getting to like deal with them and enjoy them, that's part of the game. That's part of the adventure. Meeting the guys who got robbed, getting to see that situation which deviated from everyone just getting told like, hey, come meet me for breakfast. It makes the story more interesting because of that. And if screwing up means you get to do those interesting things, then I guess the idea of screwing up kind of differs between, people to people. But yeah, no, it's definitely not screwing up. It's definitely failing, but we always fail forward. That's kind of the thing. And I'll tell you the same thing that I tell everyone. As long as you're willing to deal with or accept the consequences as they arise, you're going to have a good time regardless. That's my guarantee. All right, Neil, what about you? Highlighted moment and things you want to see in the future?
Things I want to see in the future. I'm just, it's not like more like a looking forward to. It's more of a looking forward to seeing what happens in the future. Like everybody's got these interesting characters, and we got Vert, a goblin.
Seeing the group come together and seeing what the adventure holds. Nice. I love that. And highlight for today?
Highlight for today, definitely Frisco putting Renwyn to sleep after he essentially insulted Milta.
Yep.
And I'm just like,
that was good. That was a very, very quick thinking kind of moment. So very, very cool. All right. All right, Schoolia, what about you?
I think it's going to be a very interesting one when we all come together in its actual group, because the only ones that have really spoken to each other is Rizzle and Renwyn directly. And yes, you technically stole my highlight moment. I've got a funny feeling. I've got a funny feeling after this,
we can have the same.
Rizzle could end up being the bulwark, and is always on guard to try and de-escalate from Renwyn going forward. At this point, I can already get an image of that happening.
It could be funny.
See.
All right. Nigel? You're muted?
Oh, of course I'm muted. Oh, I'm not muted.
Now you're not muted.
Nope.
You were, now you're not.
Okay. My favorite was the storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
What I'd like to see more of. I genuinely like the exploration of the society and stories of things that are occurring in the world. So it'd be looking forward to exploring what's happening as we move through the story. That is, I really do enjoy that part.
Nice. Yeah, no, and the world becomes very, very big throughout the adventure as well. And also, Nigel's story was definitely a highlight for me. I really, really enjoyed the story that you told. It was a very cool one.
Thank you.
All right, Rykon, what about you?
I'd say my highlight would be Verk plastering himself on the floor. Going forward, would like to hear more of how the world is working. Because this would be my second actual or third actual campaign story of going through, and not just like someone's custom.
Yeah, fair. All right, that's a cool one. All right, and Steve.
Well, the highlight was having less successful roles, which made for like the stuff. And going forward, I mean, as player, much like has been said, I'm very much interested in the story and the politics and learning. As the character, he's going to be swearing off drinking as much in the future.
So maybe when we come back, we get to see like a hungover Vert going, "Ah!"
Why is my back hurt?
Why am I so injured?
He is
My
so
toe.
hungover right now.
Nice, love
Doesn't
that.
know why his back hurts.
Love that. Amazing. All right, cool. Yeah. So, like I said, Nigel's story was definitely a highlight. And for me, what I'm probably looking forward to most is seeing you guys sort of rise up from this place where you are a bunch of very, very hodgepodge people with very little connection to one another, slowly building those bonds and building that strength and connection and that value to each other. Organically and not artificially just because it's a good player thing, Neil, but actually developing a friendship and actually creating bonds that are actually meaningful through the things you do in game. That'll be a really, really fun thing to see. So yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Hope you had a great time. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. We'll be back on Sunday for Tyrant's Grasp, and Spore War will be continuing as well. So do look forward to that. For those people who are interested, we do have 2 seats available at various tables. We have 1 seat available for Season of Ghost on my Wednesday, Tuesday night for the folks in the US, as well as Spore Wars, which is my Sunday night, which is...
No, we don't.
No, we don't? We don't. Why don't we?
Cookie.
Oh, Cookie, that's right. No, never mind. Thank you. That's right. Cookie joined that one. Never mind. No, because I haven't updated my I haven't updated the spreadsheet thing that I've got. But yes, you're right. No, we don't have any spots available on Spore Wars anymore. Cookie has taken that one. So yes, we'll be seeing Cookie on there. But we do have the Season of Ghosts spot still available. So there you go. So yeah, we'll see you guys then. In the meantime, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks. Bye.